So we open with confused Devante. He says his heart has been shattered. I'm worrying about that brain being damaged. You gonna say I can't prove they was doing anything. The hussy was sneaking off after she'd met your mama. It don't matter what it looked like, it matter what it is. He doesn't deserve to be treated like a second-rate scrub. I don't know, because you seem to enjoy it. That heifer has shown you 8 different kinds of disinterest, but you keep coming back for more. So he go meet up with his friend to tell him how he got played, and his friend's like, I tried to tell you. So his hussy gives him a ring while he's at the gym, and he's like, what do we have to talk about? Well, first you got to talk about deactivating her phone, since you paying for it. His friend said, what is there to talk about? He said, well, you know, I love hard. He said, no, you're a dummy. You're an idiot, a doofears, a simpleton, a mark, and a moron, a suffering simp. Meanwhile, his hussy says, no, I can't meet up tonight. Let's meet up tomorrow. I got to get some puss tonight since I got peen last night. You know, I'm a day on, day off kind of heifer. Back at Leslie Nope's, we're having breakfast with her unstable felon. So Leslie Nope is concerned that sister was right and he gonna cheat on her. He will. But of course we have to go look at engagement rings and he's gonna spend her money on it. Buying yourself your own engagement ring, that's just sad. Now we're back with the coot and his lesbian. And she said, okay, look, I gave you the puss and the paddle last night, so we getting my card today. The coot says, look, I done bought cars for Coochie before. Then the second they get that car, they drive off in it. And I'm stuck with the note. He's like, well, look, I need a commitment if you want thousands of dollars. And she said, well, what kind of commitment? I ain't marrying your old butt. You really should. That way you'll have a legal claim to the money. You know, he got one foot on a banana peel. You smack him too hard, he might clock out. Knock a clot loose or something. You got to be careful, heifer. Back with Anilla and her grifter, he's ordering drones and Gucci pants all on her dime. He gonna mess up your credit, and he don't look cute enough to mess up your credit. She said, look, this is 2 days of work for me. You running my credit card into the ground. Well, that's what happens when you get that felon phallus. Meanwhile, Kyle drops by the trailer. So Kyle starts asking about the finances, and the felon says, now look, that ain't a best friend issue. That's a husband and wife issue. I'm gonna need you to stick your nose in somebody else's business. And he said, well, look, you said you was a scammer. You got a secret son. You told her about that secret son yet? Because she needs to know. And you might need to be spending some of that money on child support. You've got 18 years of back child support, but then again, you was in prison for most of it, so you wasn't making nothing. And you can't get blood out of turnip. So Kyle go in and tell Anissa, your man rubbing me the wrong way. He won't tell you that he got a child, but he got a child, a grown gray butt child too. And that ain't a secret. It's like, well, honey, clearly I slept with her 18 years ago and we've only known each other for 11. So for 7 years, while I didn't even know what an Anissa was, yeah, I had a baby. Back with Trowel and her pound puppy, his family's getting ready to come over. And she done made him a new t-shirt, My New Life, Chapter 1. Girl, you should have just adopted another pit bull or something, because you can't take men home from the pound. Like, that shirt would be great for a Pete, but not for a Delay. See, Delay, you're proving why I call you Delay. I don't know why she ain't told her family about me. You ain't got job to first. Y'all just got together. She's testing the waters. I think testing the waters and not telling nobody is kind of good. Your family had to know because you was in prison and you going to the heifer house. I mean, heifer, just go on and tell the family, look, my family ain't that on board yet. They gonna come around. They gonna come around. We just got to give them a minute. And that's what it is, so just be honest about it. Now, y'all want to talk about, oh, we're protective of him. He's got a good foundation. He's got this. He's got that. He had so much he ended up in prison. Y'all should have been there for him in his teen years when his mama passed. That's when you should have been overprotective. But oh no, now it's a little too late. Now you want to be, oh, we was there, we was there. Were y'all there visiting him when he was in prison? Oh, Lord, without the parents' blessing, you can't have a stable relationship. Yes, the hell you can. It's called being grown. Grown, grown. You the only ones paying the bills in that joker. You the only ones that get any say. Back with Leslie Nope, her felon proposes to her in a park. Back with trial and delay, she's trying to explain to him, look, I done dropped a lot of bombs on my parents. I'm not ashamed of you. I'm not hiding you. Let's just wait until they come around. It's not you. I'm just a liar, an adroit liar. He too concerned about meeting her damn family, though. It's like, look, clearly they ain't gonna be all up your butt like that. You two are the ones in the relationship. Why don't you focus on that? So he pressured her into calling her pappy, and she's like, they ain't gonna be happy that I'm here working 2 jobs every day to support this fool with an ankle monitor while he lays up for free. Well, I mean, at least you're getting some in-house dick. It's a trade-off. So the hussy said Zach's sex wasn't as good as she thought, so now she gonna get some of Tia's twat before she gives her derriere to Devontae. Oh, Tia has femininity. Tia needs to be Thomas. That's a raw Bert Dixon. That's not even Rob, that's Robert. Robert Dixon. Back with the coot and the lesbian, we're heading car shopping, and the coot wants a kiss, but the lesbian says, you driving. Let's see what that car looking like before you get any more physical activity. Oh, that shady car dealer. He walked up, so are you dad? No, I'm the boyfriend. Oh, okay, great. But as she's getting her car from her coot, she messaging somebody else who's like, get that bag, girl. Is it another lesbian? I guess we'll find out on the next episode. Coming up next. Oh, this is the season finale, and then we get into life after lockup. When they're like, you know what, you're so stupid, you get a second C's. Ooh. So we open with Deontay's hussy and her lesbian waking up post-coitus, and she gonna drop her off to Deontay. I hope you shower first. Just a skeezer. A skank-a-dank-dank-dank. So she gonna have her lesbian keep the car running while she go talk to Deontay. The lesbian was like, girl, you better drop that zero and get with this hero. So Devontae finally show up, and he's like, I know you was with your lesbian last night, just hopping from peen to puss. He's still trying to get with this fool. If you love me, you delete them off your social media. Well, she don't love you. But you don't know what love is because you don't love yourself. So how the hell you gonna love somebody else? Child, they said, yeah, if you want payments on this car, you gonna have to put it in your name. Otherwise, you ain't getting it off the lot. So it's in Stan and Lisa's name, but that means you on the hook for the payment. You may as well have just paid it all off. Stan gonna say, I don't think this lesbian's using me for my money. Meanwhile, this heifer's going upstairs to get your checks. Your checks from your retirement accounts. She's gonna run your pockets. She's gonna clean your wallet. She's gonna take your money tonight, tonight, tonight. Fools. But he driving home with her car and she on the phone with her lesbian. A lying les. Now we got the ex-prison guard whining about her man don't want to have sex with her. I mean, I'm not surprised. Look at you. So he working on a little surprise for her while she's like, I'm regretting giving up my career for this fool. Well, I could have told you it wasn't going to work. I mean, you just fuck somebody like that twice, get it out your system and move on. But oh no, not you. What do you do for work now? Trowel, on the other hand, is getting ready to surprise her family by having her delay pop up. Oh yeah, he in the house. Come on in and meet him. You don't know how to present anything. However, back with the Nissa, she didn't change passwords and her felon's like, something's up. So he cracks Anissa's phone and sees some pictures in lingerie and says, no, she never sent me these. Maybe she's giving that cooch to Kyle. I wouldn't be surprised. He said Kyle is nosy, chunky, and a cock blocker. Back with confused Devontae and his hussy, the lesbian walks up and he says, you posted my woman like she's yours and I got a problem with it. Now, I'm sorry, Devontae, that stud will whip your ass. Not whoop, whip, because it's going to be quick work. The lesbian coming over, oh yeah, we didn't even kiss. We were just drunk and hanging out. The lesbian said, you didn't look that good in your pictures, but you look kind of cute in person. He said, you're a handsome gentleman yourself. She was like, okay, I'm going to let you have that. I'm going to let that slide. I'm going to just let that one slide. Child, even the lesbian tell the hussy, look, you going to have to pick confused Devontae, sorry sex Zach, or me, your lying lesbian. Because if we was together, this shit wouldn't fly. Back with Trowell, her family's giving her the 3rd degree about her move-in felon. Okay, so they said, well, you could have let us voice our opinion before you let him move in. No, sometimes you don't need to voice your opinion. Sometimes shutting up is the best thing you can do. You don't always have to express your opinion. Sometimes support is what people need and not opinions. We already know what your opinion is. Your opinion is no. She already ran it by you. You let your opinion be known, so there wasn't any need for that. And it sure wasn't going to change shit. So the father's like, look, you just show and prove. I'm going to wish you well. I hope you the right one for her. I hope you can prove to us that you ain't just going to lay up and live off her. But back with Leslie Knope, she's gotten a Facebook message from a hussy that her felon phallus has been cheating with. Now, how he been cheating with an ankle monitor? So she throw the ring out the house, and then the next morning she out there looking for it. That's a cute house. Is that a 2-people house or a 1-people house? I can't tell. It's a big front door. Oh, apparently his friend's wife called her and said, girl, your man came over here with a whole new hussy, and I just had to let you know. Oh, child, she had to check the phone records, and she said, yep, he been cheating, and I called the hussy because I'm the primary holder on my account. I really feel bad for his son. That's who really lost out in all this. But he took his son and he took his stuff and he left. That would be a situation where I would be like, look, I may be upset with you, but I'm not upset with him. Let him stay here. We can figure out how to co-parent. Now I know, okay, you don't love me anymore, but I couldn't. I would have to fight for that kid. Because, he's not going to a good environment. That's sad. Now, girl, you gonna say a marriage was taken from me, community was taken from me? No. You never had those things. You had a pen pal who had nothing to do but lavish you with attention, and then the second he gets out, he's gonna try some different puss. Unless, of course, you're like Shovel's man and he just wanted to get back between some knees. Back with the ex-prison guard, her man still giving her little picnic surprise. However, back with confused Devontae, his hussy is trying to make a decision. With that little pea brain, you can see the beads of sweat from trying to think. Trying, not succeeding, but trying. So she says, look, I need my relationship open like my legs. All comers welcome. He said, I'm not going to come in second to nobody. Well, you've been coming in third, to be honest with you. He gonna say, I already done that. I can't do the open relationship. I want somebody that wants to be with me and me alone. So I'ma throw the deuces and let this heifer take care of you. See how far you can get with your lying Les. Cause she ain't gonna pay for nothing. Back with Anissa, her fella notices that something is amiss with his meal ticket. And she says, look, I know you think that something's going on with me and Kyle, but we just friends. However, I want to know about your child. And of course, Kyle pulls up and he's like, I'm going to beat his ass. All right, it's a middle-aged white man brawl. I can't wait to see this. And then this heifer said, I'm going to let them settle this. I can't get involved. Now, what kind of piece of shit are you, Anissa? You done set your friend Kyle up to get his ass whooped, and now you just want to sit at the window and watch 2 men fight over you? You are pathetic. Child, that felon was bout it. He got away from production. He ran over to him and said, bop, bop, bop. He got 3 good bops and Kyle didn't do nothing. He just fell to the ground like the wimp he is. See, don't let your mouth writer check your ass. Can't cash. Meanwhile, with Trowell and Delay, so Delay done got his ankle bracelet off and she's like, okay, good. Let him get a job and meet my mama. My father doesn't approve of shacking up. You give too much of a fuck about what your parents think when they ain't paying not near bill in your household. You need to shack up. Make sure you can live with his butt before he can take your house when he leave. Child, you might want to shack up, or you could end up in a shack. And now she like, yeah, I'm gonna need to get pregnant real soon because that clock is tick, 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 ticking loud. You gonna need to get to know him before you're like, oh, let's have some babies. You knew prison him. You don't know free him. He ain't been around no other hussies. And he looks like he might want to get betwixt some knees. So I just, take your time. Take your time with it. So they talking about wedding timelines and baby timelines. And she's like, don't waste my time. And he's like, no, we could do a year engagement. She's like, good, that'll let you save up to get me a nice ring. Back with the coot and his lesbian, they're making dinner. This looks like a pretty cheap dinner for a millionaire. And the lesbian's rough-looking brother is dropping by. So the brother ain't here for Stan's abuse. He's like, why are you treating my sister like shit? Well, that's a good brother. A felon, but still a good brother. So the coot assures the brother that, we ain't gonna have no more arguments and I ain't gonna hit her or throw her stuff out no more. Okay. He said, I got my good eye on you. And I will whoop that ass. His wife is like, well, at least you're running his pockets. You got a smooth $13,000. And she's like, I did what I had to do. Back at the skirmish, we get another good clip of the 3 bop bop bops. He just called him a punk ass cracker. I've never heard a white person call a white person a cracker before. Oh my God. And I saw it on the closed caption, so I wasn't hearing. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was so delicious, it had to be fattening. Now, and this is gonna say, I ain't got nothing to say to either one of them. Kyle ain't do nothing but get his butt beat for you, because you decided to flap your gums. I mean, maybe he should have kept the secret, but he was trying to protect you. So her felon go in and he lying to her. I swear on my mother's grave, I haven't talked to her. Yes, you have. And she been sending you coin too. And he says, but let's talk about this secret phone and the lingerie. Who are you sending those nude photos to? So she says, well, look, that was when you didn't show up and left me at the altar for a second time. So I don't know if we getting married because you broke the trust. Back with the coot and his lesbian, the brother said, no, normally I know when my sister's scamming, but she says she wants to make it work. I ain't buying it. I think she need to make it work and go on and get that widow money. But however, she does have a new hussy she's talking to. She said, I'm just, lining up my next easy. Because I know he gonna blow up again, but this time I'll have a place to go as a hoe. Now with Devontae, we gonna burn his plastic puss. Why? Just name it after the new heifer. You know you need it. You ain't good at getting it. You sure can pay for it, but you never get it because you're stupid. And a fool and their money are soon parted. I mean, we got a little casket for it and everything. We TV, you need your ass whooped. The production needs they asses beat. Not whipped, not whooped, but beat. I'm gonna beat that ass. Back with Leslie Nope. Her mama and her are talking about how sad they is that, Dougie left. Well, Dougie Jr. So Leslie gonna try to get Dougie Jr. back, and I can't blame her. She like, look, let's not mess up the child's life. I respect her for that. And I mean, the pappy can't deal with him. So Rachel Drake said, you know what, I'ma just date an accountant. I can't do no more felon phallus. I need some accountant ass. Me too. So that was the shit. Leslie Nope and her felon and broken up. Trowel is still waiting for a proposal from her delay. The ex-prison guard is married but living alone because her man violated pro-baby and went back to jail for 60 days. Oh good, Dougie Jr. went back to live with Rachel. That makes me happy. They're still legally married, but I guess a divorce is looming. But I'm glad that Dougie Jr. has a safe home. Stan's going to propose to his lesbian. However, the lesbian still has her secret lesbian. Anissa's still waiting for her felon to get back from the halfway house so they can get murdered. Confused Devontae and his hussy ain't together, but he ain't giving up hope. However, his hussy's still with Tia's twat. All right, well, that was the season. And I'll see you for life after lockup. We going to keep it going. We going to keep it going.